Guys, I want to do some more reading in my book by Keenan Bridges, book I've been reading. But I want to talk to you a little bit about butter, guys, because you see the carnivores, they eat butter. Well, I found out that butter has 12 grams of fat and is conjugated linoleic acid, which is called CLA. And this conjugated acid in butter protects against cancer. So about 80% or either 86% of butter is real. It's real butter. About 80 or 86%, depending on the brand that you buy. Now, there are more than 400 different fatty acids found in butter. Now, you don't want to get something that says partially hydrogenated oils. Don't get butters that say that they are partially hydrogenated, because that means that something else is going on there. Something else could be added. The other thing about coffee, I don't want to stop my coffee, but I found that I only needed the 1 cup today because of the richness of the heavy whipping cream. It kind of satisfied me. I normally have to have 2 or 3 cups because when I have sugars in them and sweeteners, but I'm thinking just with having a little bit of butter and a little bit of that whipping cream, that's going to be it for me. I might have 1 cup, maybe another one later if I need it. But coffee has been found to stop free radicals. It helps to lower inflammation, the inflammation that causes cancer. And it helps by something about the gene. It blocks the gene from forming on the cell or something. But coffee is an antioxidant. You don't want to use sweeteners in it. You can use something fatty or an unsweetened flavor if you need a flavor. But I'm just going to use that whipping cream. I might get put some little vanilla or coconut flavor in it, but it won't be a sweet flavor. Because when you having something sweet, it's going to block your process of cleansing the sugars and all the stuff out of your cells. Now, I want to talk to you about your cholesterol. Our body needs that cholesterol. You need that cholesterol. You need that fat in the cell. You need it for your eyes. You need it for your liver function. Women need it if they're going through hormone changes, like they may be headed toward midlife crisis. You need it. And let me give you some quotes about that. I looked it up for you. Um, when you go get when you go get um, your blood work drawn, a healthy LDL is between 100 and 129. You want it to be below 100, but between 100 and 129. You are borderline. If your LDL is 130 to 159, you're borderline. A healthy HDL for men is 40 or below 40. Women, it could be 50, no higher than 50. So if you got these high uh, blood works, LDLs and HDL, that's when they say you got high cholesterol. Because you see people going not over 40 and 50, they're in the 60 and the 70 range. They're saying that, oh, you're severely inflamed and you this and that and the other. But yet they give you the statin, which is lowering your markers, lowering your cholesterol, and it's causing other issues. I didn't know statin it causes eye issues. I didn't know that. And I have very severe dry eye, and I've been on a statin now for 2 years. So I don't take it all the time. And let me tell you what else is really bad. The whole reason why I'm doing carnivore, sugar. Sugar blocks the process of that good cholesterol getting into the cell. So all of the things that you're eating for, and you mess around and eat that sugar, it's going to block the whole process of you getting those nutrients. You don't want nothing blocking processes. So keep that sugar out of there. It's going to be a little tough if you're first starting out on this diet just to get rid of those cravings. But once you get into that zone where you're not really having those cravings and you start to uh, flourish the fact that you can have a little taste of butter on your food. I'm not gonna eat it just a stick like that. I gotta have it like, over my meat or something. I don't believe I'll just sit up and eat a stick of butter. But we need the fat in the cell. And if you're not using all the sugars, you're gonna get all the nutrient density from the fat of the meat, the fat of the butter, the fat of the beef that you're eating. You're going to get all of that. It's going to make you so healthy. It's going to make your skin beautiful and vibrant. It's going to make your eyes feel better, clear your brain fog. You're going to be like, wow. All the things that sugar is blocking you from feeling in your body, not to mention sexually. You probably thought you didn't have a sex drive. But when you start eating healthy meats and fats again, you're going to be like, oh my God, I got a sex drive. And I didn't even know I had this thing going on. I'm telling you. So, the thing though that really was bothering me is I was having severe arthritis in my hips and in my legs when I lay down at night. But not eating the sugar in my coffee. The only way I was getting overweight was eating the sugar in my coffee every day, because I would eat 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee throughout the day. Throughout the day to night, I'm constantly with the coffee. So when I was off the sugar, then I messed around and worked, and I came home, and because I was around the breads, I wanted bread. So I made us. What did I make? I made something with bread for breakfast. I said we're gonna eat this. We had some noodle soup or something, and I put an egg over it. That was some noodles. That was turns into sugar in your blood. Noodles turns into sugar. Then I had something else with that too. I don't know what it was. Then I messed around and made some Jiffy Mix cornbread, refried beans, and we plumped some eggs over there in there with that. I wanted to taste of the sweetness of the bread because I'm around the bread. And when I slept that night, this was the night before last, I had those same old aches come back in my joints and my leg. So I said, this is from the sugar. But when I eliminated those sugars and those breads and things for like a week, I had no arthritis, none, none. Everything was clearing up on me. And I woke up the next day after I had that bread. I came and we had breakfast throughout the whole day, lunch and dinner. We had the noodles, then we had the bread, you know. And I woke up the next morning and I felt like I couldn't see again. Like it was a fog there. But it's clearing up again, it's clearing up again. So I know the best thing for me is to stay away from the breads, the sugars, and the grains. So this carnivore and eating this high fat food like this is going to be wonderful for me. And so anybody that has health issues, you're almost diabetic or pre-diabetic, give it a try. My mother was a diabetic, my grandmother was a diabetic, and I think it come from people trying to stretch food that they have, so they add in some bread and some butter, or they add in something on the plate, a big array of salad or a big array of something like that. Just imagine you just need a little small plate and eat an amount of meat that you love. Just eat the goodest thing that you would have on your plate, which is that meat and that condiment, and that's all you need. And imagine you feel full, satiated. And when it's time to eat again, you're like, okay, let's wait a while. We ain't even hungry. Because when I'm telling you what happens, when you eat sugar and you eat a meal, it's like 2 hours later, you be like, you're hungry, you need a snack. You want to get a snack. So we've been taught to eat 3 meals and 2 snacks, or 2 meals and a snack throughout the day, because the sugar high. Because when your sugar go down, it's time to eat again. But imagine if you was able to eat and your sugar didn't drop in a couple of hours after you ate. Your blood sugar was just, and you're like, I ain't had no sugar drop. I ain't had nothing. Don't even feel hungry. We just eat because we know it's the time of day that we eat. So we still want to eat. Another thing I've been doing is I fill this up every day. I told you 6 a.m. I ain't did it today, But I'm finna fill it up because I didn't finish yesterday's water. So I'm finna fill it up so I can drink it. The reason why, because I want to keep flushing and flushing, because all that trash that's been in my cells is now it's trying to come out. So I want it to come all the way out, baby. And I'm gonna tell you something. I went to the washroom and I didn't make coffee. I didn't eat nothing. And I was like, wow, what cleansing myself. Your body will cleanse itself and do what it needs to do on its own. If you feed it good and give it time to heal, it will do what it needs to do. Now, I came on here to finish reading Kingdom Bridges. So I'm going to rewind this and let you guys see this video, and then we're going to read a little bit more of this. Now, tomorrow we're going to do our little 10-minute or 5-minute workout that we do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you're keeping up your walking, that's fine. But if you're eating carnivore, you don't have to worry about working so hard with the exercise. You do have to do a little bit of toning and training. And if you want to walk, it's up to you. But I don't have to worry about, am I going to get all my steps in? Because guess what? My body is eating its own fat naturally. It's doing what it's supposed to do. In between my eating, I'm automatically in ketosis because I haven't put no sugar in my system. So I'm allowing my body to naturally burn its own energy. And that's what this carnivore diet is about. You want to burn your own energy. All right, so I'm going to end it with that. And we're going to come back. I'm going to come back on and read the next chapter of this book. Thank you so much for following my channel. Bye-bye.